Here's a strange money problem nobody talks about enough. You can earn more money and still feel like your bank account is going nowhere. Sometimes, you're simply paying too much for ordinary life.
A few purchases that seem harmless individually can quietly become thousands of dollars every year.
And because each purchase feels small, we barely question it.
We just swipe the card. But today, let's ask a better question. Is this actually worth what we're paying for it?
Because sometimes the smartest financial decision is refusing to make a bad purchase.
Let's start with food.
Fast food used to be the obvious choice when you wanted something quick and inexpensive.
Now a simple fast food meal can cost enough to make you rethink the entire idea.
And because you're only spending a relatively small amount, it doesn't feel serious. It is just a burrito.
But $20 several times a week becomes hundreds of dollars a month.
And suddenly you're looking at a yearly expense that could have been sitting in your savings account.
The answer isn't that you should never eat out. Balance is key. The better question is whether convenience is worth the premium every single time.
Restaurants create an even bigger problem.
What looked like a casual night out can become a 3-digit bill. Then the tax arrives. Then the tip. And suddenly the total is much higher than expected. The meal itself isn't necessarily the problem. The problem is turning restaurant spending into a routine. And unlike a useful asset, yesterday's dinner has no resale value.
So enjoy restaurants. Just don't let convenience become a permanent automatic expense.
Now let's talk about one of the biggest purchases people make: cars.
A car can be necessary, but there's a huge difference buying transportation and buying status. A new vehicle can look affordable when you only think about the monthly payment.
A new vehicle can look affordable when you only think about the monthly payment.
That's exactly how dealerships want you to think.
But your bank account doesn't care about the monthly payment. It cares about the total cost. It cares about the total cost of descents. You're sending money towards something that's simultaneously becoming less valuable. That doesn't mean everyone should drive an old beater.
It means you should stop treating a new car as automatically better financially. A dependable used vehicle can accomplish the exact same job. You don't need a brand new badge on the hood to get where you're going.
And then there's clothing.
There's nothing wrong with buying quality.
A durable jacket or a pair of boots that lasts for years can be worth every dollar.
But quality and branding aren't the same thing.
Sometimes you're paying for craftsmanship. Sometimes you're paying for a logo. Sometimes you're paying for a logo.
And those two prices can be dramatically different. Dramatically different. The problem begins when people finance appearances. Because looking wealthy and becoming wealthy are two completely different financial strategies.
You don't need a brand to prove your value. Vacations are another category, where people can accidentally overspend.
Travel can be incredible. Some experiences really are worth paying for. But there's a difference between taking a memorable trip and financing a lifestyle you can't afford. Social media makes this worse.
You start comparing your real life to somebody else's highlight reel. And that picture can end up on your credit card statement long after the vacation is over. You don't need a passport stamp to have a great experience. To have a great experience. A shorter trip or a nearby adventure can create memories without creating years of debt.
Now let's move to subscriptions.
This one is almost invisible. Huh?
By themselves, none of them look dangerous.
Together, they can become a serious monthly expense. And the most expensive subscription is often the one you forgot you had. If you're paying for something every month, it should earn its place in your budget. It should earn its place in your budget.
You don't need to permanently subscribe to everything, just because it's available.
Cancel what you barely use, and let that money stay with you.
The same logic applies to gym memberships.
If you're going every week, great, keep it. But if your gym membership is basically a monthly donation to a building you've barely visited,
That's not fitness. That's an automatic withdrawal.
then we have technology. Every year, there's another phone, another laptop, another smartwatch.
And every year, the new version promises something better.
A slightly better camera, a faster processor, a few additional features,
And suddenly, your perfectly functional device feels ancient.
But ask yourself, is your current device actually preventing you from doing something important?
If it still handles your daily needs, why replace it simply because another model exists?
Technology should solve problems. It shouldn't create unnecessary ones. It should not.
If you can extend the useful life of a device, that money can stay in your pocket. And this isn't just about phones.
The same thing happens inside your home.
Retailers have become extremely good at convincing us that ordinary objects need premium versions.
A kitchen gadget doesn't become useful simply because it looks beautiful. Furniture can create the same problem.
People sometimes finance couches and household items as if they're major investments. But furniture isn't an investment just because it costs a lot. There are plenty of ways to create a comfortable home without turning your living room into another debt payment.
And that brings us to the biggest category of all: status spending.
This is when you're not really buying an object.
You're buying what you think the object says about you.
But here's the irony. Most people aren't paying nearly as much attention as you think.
You can look financially successful while having almost nothing saved.
You can also look completely ordinary while quietly building real wealth.
Real wealth is often boring. Real wealth is often boring. It doesn't always have a logo. It doesn't always make noise.
It's an emergency fund.
It's an emergency fund.
It's investments growing quietly.
It's a paid-off car and money sitting in savings.
It's the ability to handle an unexpected expense without panicking. That's real financial strength. For the next 30 days, don't change your entire lifestyle. Just watch your money.
Write down every meal, every subscription, every impulse buy, and every upgrade. You may discover that the problem isn't one massive purchase. It's dozens of small decisions that became normal. You don't need the most expensive life. You need a life you can actually afford. Keep what matters, cut what doesn't, and let your money start working for your future.